welcome back. It's your boy Gabe.
And Shannon.
And you're watching the K Kingdom podcast. We're not going to apologize for taking a break because, as you've seen, we have a bigger, or if you haven't seen, we have a bigger family now. We are now, or we're going to be a family of 5. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But yeah, we just needed some time to, unwind and relax because this stuff is a lot.
It's a lot.
And tiring.
Even during those episodes.
Right, yeah. It was all the hiding and the cropping that I had to do and editing.
Morning sickness. Oh my God. It was so bad.
Good time.
It was hard.
It was terrible times because you couldn't eat anything.
It's not it was hard.
Yeah. Everything tasted disgusting to you.
It was this one. It was so hard.
Anyways, we're glad that that's done. First trimester.
I'm glad.
We're glad that
you don't have to cook as much as you want.
Yes, exactly. Right. But today's episode is going to be all about what we're going through right now. Parenthood.
Yeah.
Parenthood, right? So let's jump right in.
Okay.
Children are a blessing, but nobody talks enough about the pressure, fear, sacrifice, and maturity that parenthood demands. There's sleepless nights, there's financial pressures, there's mental exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
Exhaustion.
Yeah.
Losing personal freedom. That's the worst.
It's hard.
It's tough, right? And then there's parenting while still figuring yourself out.
Yeah.
Sleepless nights it is a two-way street, right? But the men, we sleep more.
Okay, if we're talking about the newborn stage, it is definitely not a two-way street.
Right. Why?
Because you have useless nipples.
You learned that term today.
I told you that today.
Right. So you can't just use it on times 100.
Now I'm upset.
No.
Because we had an appointment today and I realized, wow, it's getting real. Yeah, because in our dynamic, because I exclusively breastfed both babies, it was hard. And that's not to say that he never fed the babies. I did pump, and there were times when you were able to feed. But throughout the night, I'm just not going to do that. I'm not the pumping. I'm not.
You didn't pump at night?
No, kudos to the moms that do exclusive pumping because it couldn't be me. It's a lot. Because some babies just can't latch. So I understand that.
That noise. Hinked.
So that's where sleepless nights come into play when it's like, especially in the newborn trenches. The thing is, in the newborn trenches, like, you don't even know who you are. Like, it's just that's so true. You're literally so sleep deprived that you just become kind of like there's like, I don't know the word, like it's like whirlwind type of thing. Like, who am I in this place? Everyone's coming to see the baby, but like your mind is just like, okay, what just happened?
It's a foggy, clouded area that the state of your body and your mind get into,
because your life just shifted from a normal to now a new normal.
That's when you can say anything.
But it's like with sleepless nights, and like as they grow up now, I feel like that's where both parents are more so aware, because as they get older, you're worried about different things, like they made a sound, what's going on, like, or they run into your room, like a stage that we're all too familiar with right now. And I guess even when they get older into into the teenager age, and like what happens then? Are they okay? They're not coming home, they're not calling, they're more so with their friends, and like if they're out later, you just want to know that they're safe, even up into adult, because I'm pretty sure my mom still thinks about us.
Hey guys, just wanted to talk about the Blueprint Conference 2026, a powerful one-day experience focused on marriage, intimacy, and kingdom. Hosted by my wife and I, this conference will help you rebuild connection, improve communication, strengthen trust, and understand intimacy from a kingdom perspective. We'll also be answering real relationship questions submitted through our anonymous question form on our website, creating honest, transparent, and impactful conversations. So get this date down, Saturday, July 25th. Once again, that's Saturday, July 25th at the Monte Casino Hotel and Event Venue in North York. Whether you're married, engaged, dating, or preparing for the future, this experience is for you. Seats are limited. Tickets are at $35 right now. So register now at tbpc.shapestudios.com. Once again, that's tbpc.shapestudios.com. and we'll see you there. Back to the episode.
I don't think she has sleepless nights, but I think,
Does she?
I don't know. But I think that's where another aspect of sleepless nights come from. Now you're more so, you do worry when they're little, but like the worry kind of amps up as they get older. Different things will happen. Like our son is going to start school this year. That's something that you think about. Like, no, he's not out at night, but like it's thoughts that constantly like go through your mind.
It does keep you up at night. It keeps me up at night.
Yeah. Just the thoughts, but that's your sleepless nights. That's a whole nother ball game. But you definitely need sleep, because once you're sleep deprived, you can't function.
1 + 1 = 5.
What?
Exactly. There's also the financial aspect of it, of course.
Yeah, someone always needs something.
Someone always needs something. Oh my gosh. And that's why I buy in bulk or in excess or in just in case, right? Because going back to the store, to get it again, or when the price goes up, it's ridiculous now. It's crazy, but we have to do what we have to do, right? Just like gas. We're all complaining that gas is expensive. We're still buying it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like when people say like, and this is not a complaint, right? It's more so like,
it's a reality.
Yeah. So when people are like, kids are too expensive, I'm not having kids, blah, blah, blah. If you need something, you're not going to say it's too expensive, I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah.
You need it. It's a necessity. If my kid needs...
Like kids don't want diapers. They need diapers.
That's what I'm saying. It just happens to be when everything runs out and then we have to do groceries on top of that. That's the hardest.
Right. And you can't schedule that. You can't put it on your new TikTok electrical calendar or whatever.
Yeah.
You can get for $87.99 that they're promoting. I saw that the other day. Hi, Missy. She's good.
That's Braxton Hicks.
Oh, hilarious. I mean,
that one hurt.
Like it's a necessity.
Like even if you're good at financial planning as a family, even beforehand, there's things that do come up. And emergency funds are good for that. But not everyone has that. And that doesn't make you, as a parent, now the worst parent in the world, because now you don't
irresponsible.
Have it. It doesn't make you that. It just, these things just come up as parents.
You have to build as you go. That's the whole point.
Literally, it's an empire that you're building. It's not you and your husband just staying neutral. The whole point of having, what I would think is the whole point of having a family is to now build this legacy. You're building a tower. It starts from the foundation, which is God first, and then the marriage factor. And now you're building these, little humans up, and they're going to need you regardless. Even if you have it all figured out, even if you have all the money in the world,
you still have to figure out how to spend that money.
You still have to spend it, no matter what it is. Your children now become a priority that you have to, sometimes put before yourself. So yeah.
Right. Let's talk about losing personal freedom.
We know that.
Yeah, we've known that for 4 years now.
Yeah, with our son, it took us a while to go on a date. I don't think we went on a date for a long time.
Our first kind of date night was Tisha's party.
Was it? Oh,
her birthday party.
You know what though? It was me. I was a first time mom. I was scared to leave him. I was still breastfeeding, and I didn't know how to disconnect from that. Like, he's gonna need me. He's perfectly fine.
Absolutely.
Like, I didn't know that though.
And we're not gonna know it until somebody else comes in.
That's what I'm saying.
So we basically had to wait 2 years.
And the thing is, we didn't need to, but that was my mindset. And it's a lot of moms that go through that. Mm-hmm. It's like, because you were good. You're like, he's going to be fine. Just like, pump a bottle, like, which was perfectly fine advice. But
and also it's because I have no idea either. So I need to balance.
Like, I never had a night without him until we gave birth to our second. So,
and we had to have that night without him because we needed it.
Yeah. Because he can't go to the hospital. But it happens. It does happen to a lot of couples where you're...
Well, that was the first night without him when we were giving birth to
mine.
Yours.
Because you were traveling all the time.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I've always been with, like, every night I was with Rhythm. Every night. So, yeah, it was hard for me. As a first-time mom, I didn't know how to separate the two. And I think that's what... It put a damper on our marriage because... I just wasn't trusting. I wasn't trusting my husband, and I wasn't even trusting myself. I wasn't trusting, and not to say I had to trust our son, but I wasn't trusting that he was ready for it, and he was more than ready. You know, it's not like we were leaving him with strangers or anything like that. Like, my mom was more than willing, but it was just me, you know. So when we had our daughter, I was like, here's some milk. Go ahead.
And just go. Run.
Here's some milk. She's good.
And the thing is, within all that, we were still figuring ourselves out as well.
Because we were married. When we had our son, we were married. We were like 2 years.
Yeah, Rhythm is a 22, right?
Yeah. It was like...
He's a 22.
Yeah. So it was just a little, like, when he was born, we were just married like a year and a half.
Yeah.
We didn't, and we don't regret that decision. It was our decision actually to start
early, yeah.
Right away. You know, we don't regret that decision at all. But
when I'll say we didn't fully know each other in marriage yet. Right?
Yeah. Because
Rhythm exposed us.
Yeah.
They exposed our butts to each other.
Because it was a side of myself I didn't even know.
Same, yeah.
Yeah, and like I've known you as a husband for like not so long, and now I'm like, oh, now you're a dad. Hey.
Right. Remember how afraid I was to be a dad?
I mean, we were both afraid. Leading up to it, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
It is terrifying. You know, like
it was exciting and terrifying.
Go on about this forever. I remember I came home crying.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. I don't know if that was postpartum depression. I don't know if there's something called postpartum confusion, because I don't know what was going on. I didn't know what was going on. Like, and I loved my son. I loved my husband. I was just like, who am I? What happened? Where am I? Like, it was all these questions. So yeah, like if there's a postpartum confusion, I had it. But yeah, it does. You lose that freedom. You do. Because we lost that aspect of our date nights, even though we were still technically in the midst of a pandemic, kind of around that time. But
let's talk about how parenthood exposes selfishness quickly.
It's kind of what we were just saying.
Yeah.
Because I wanted you to myself, you wanted me to yourself.
I wanted my food to myself.
Yeah.
When I tell you, I'm still a bit selfish till today, because
but it's crazy. You literally would tell them no. Oh my gosh, I'm getting cramps. Hold on. This one.
Gosh, we're keeping that in.
You made these people try to guess my due date. Keep guessing.
Whoever guesses it right will get nothing. I'm still a bit selfish till today, only because I want to work on. I still want to work on my marriage. Right. Yeah. So on the times where we can have a family, date or time, I say no. You guys, go to grandma's or just no. Or I think about how I'll have to pay for.
Everything is expensive. It's not. We're not talking about like diapers and all that stuff.
No, I'm talking about my daughter eats regular sized burgers and my son eats extra large fries anywhere.
It's going from like a meal, because our family loves Burger King. I feel like we're the ones keeping Burger King alive.
Free boob.
Yeah, it was just on tap breast milk. Just, anywhere. So
we spent $100 at that burger place where we used to spend $13 to $20. How life changes fast.
Yeah. So like when we get like a day like today, when our meal was like what, $17?
Yeah. Like 70 or 23.
Oh,
because it was breakfast.
I'm talking about pizza.
Oh, so yeah, pizza. Yeah, that was 17.
Yes, only because I got the drink.
Yeah, but no, Eric loves pizza.
He loves pizza. That girl
both love pizza.
Yeah, my daughter likes to eat. So imagine what we used to pay, quadrupling, and now we're gonna add another one. And if you know our kids, they're very much foodies, so they get it from us. So in terms of like being selfish, it's not like I want you to myself type of selfish. No, it's more like it exposes a you that you've known before, and it's just like I kind of just want that in maybe one day. It doesn't have to be the whole day, but it could be like.
I love the fact that you have a day off today, right? So that even if we're quiet or silent, it's just you and I.
I don't get to experience this at all.
No.
At all. And this weekend is Mother's Day. I will never experience it.
Forget.
Actually, you can get me that for Mother's Day. Silence.
I can.
No, but you won't.
I won't, because I want you Mother's Day.
We have things to do.
We have a lot of things to do. But let's also talk about how this is important. Kids don't pause your problems.
I would never use my child as a scapegoat to get away from an underlying issue that I know needs to be fixed before this child even gets here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, it's never going to happen. Like, and people do that. And that's sad, because now this child is this object of like peace, when no child should bring you more peace than the Lord should bring you peace. And your husband should bring you peace. You know, nothing your child does will solve your problem. You know, you're bringing this child into the world to now navigate that child's life, trying to use that child as what, leverage or like
gain for your own pockets.
It's not good. It's not good. Like, especially if you're dealing with something within your own marriage and you think like, oh, now this child, that's when worship of a child starts to be a thing. And now your marriage is on the line because you think this little creature is the answer to. No child is Jesus.
Yeah, like the child is now an idol.
Yeah, you know, Jesus is the only child that came in for freedom. No other child, we're all born into sin. You know, so this child is not now the savior of your issues. It's not fair to them. Yeah. They just want to be children. You know, don't use them to make your significant other jealous or your baby father. Like, don't do that. It's just not okay. It's not okay,
because they also have no idea what's going on.
No, and they're precious little.
Can you imagine how unfair that is?
Of course, it's unfair. They're precious. Like, that's not fair to them. That really upset me.
That definitely. Yeah. Next, so let's talk about protecting your marriage after kids. Right. So becoming co-parents instead of husband and wife is some stuff that the couples go through as well, because again, it goes back to the child becoming an idol, whether individually or all together. Now you're catering to the child, right?
Yeah, and the child's needs only.
The child is too. Why is it in 4 different extracurricular activities that you all have to pay? They don't like soccer or ballet or badminton or swimming, right? They like comedy, right? And it makes no sense to where you're like, we're married.
Yeah.
Right. We're supposed to work at best in the husband and wife mode.
Yeah.
Right. When we co-parent, it feels weird to even say co-parent when we're married.
Yeah. 'Cause might as well, if we're co-parenting, we're also married.
Yeah.
You know, right. Like it's part-time at this point.
Literally, like I don't babysit my kids. I hate it when people tell me
it's a huge thing. That is so annoying. I hate it. As a woman, as a wife, as a mother, I hate when people say that. Like, it bothers me so much. Oh, we're the kids. Oh, dad's babysitting. Yeah, they're with their father. They're with my husband, father.
It's not by force. They're my kids. I took them. She's by herself, right? Or I gave her that time.
Because why is it not the same when they're with me? Why is it mommy babysitting? No, I don't think that's fair, especially to the good fathers. I don't think that title of
might get you.
I don't think that phrase, that statement of babysitting your kids should even be a thing. It shouldn't be portrayed to a father or to men. I don't like it. Please use your words wisely when you're saying stuff like that, because it's hurtful. Some men may not care, but when you're a good father and someone says, "Oh, you're babysitting," it's not nice. It's not kind words. It's not even like, "Oh, like I didn't mean anything." Don't say it.
Yeah, no.
Just don't say it. You see me with my kids, you guys are just, oh, mom's just out, or dad. Yeah, just that.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's not a co-parenting thing. And even if a parent is co-parenting, that doesn't make one a babysitter.
No.
It doesn't mean that in the least. Just as a general statement, use your words wisely, because people have feelings.
Yeah. I have feelings.
He has feelings. Okay.
Right. Let's see. Lack of intimacy.
Definitely.
No time together. You know, day nights, we spoke about that. Stress, which causes arguments. Those are all things that
just don't forget to date each other.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
Dating each other can eliminate all of that, right?
There may be even times like it's happened to us. We're parents, when on our dates we're talking about the kids. It's not, don't do that all the time because it takes away from the intimacy of the date itself. But even if you're away from them, it doesn't mean that you don't like your kids.
No.
It just means that you and your husband or you and your spouse now need this time of refreshing.
Yeah.
Because when someone, like, it's just like a phone. If it's not working, what do? You reset it, right? You turn it off, or like you try again, whatever. You just need a reset, right? That's all it is. And that's what date nights are supposed to be, especially as a married couple with children need resetting.
Children need to witness our love at home, and not just teamwork.
We definitely do that. There's never a time where I'm like, it's okay, like, the kids are watching. No, let them watch. And it's not anything explicit. Whoa, disclaimer. But let them watch us love each other. Not just that, man.
Right? But no, it's not just pat, of course. But we know each other, right?
Yeah.
We love each other.
Yeah, right? Everyone knows that.
And we can also tell that the kids, love, seeing that because they also always come and break it up.
Yeah, or they just stare.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and this is not to bash like anyone, my parents or whatever. I just didn't see that, and I didn't always know. It took a while for me to even be that passionate and that like loving right off the bat.
That's also the quote unquote work in marriage.
That's the thing. Like when people want to talk about breaking generational curses, it's not only about now I'm married because people in my bloodline weren't married. It's about how we stay married. Because maybe there's a history of divorce and all this and separation. What didn't you see in your household?
Right.
I didn't see affection, right? So now I want my kids to now see affection, and I'm not forcing it just so they can see it. I know how much I love you, and I want my kids to know how much I love you. And then my daughter will say, our daughter will say, hey, I want something like what my mom and my dad have. And our son can say, I want to give my wife what my father gives my mom. And that makes me, we're going to get married one day. I'm going to cry. Oh my gosh.
I usually stress about that. Like it's
so sad.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's how you break a curse generationally. You start here. Yeah. If you want to stop something, you stop it where you are.
I have to prepare our 4-year-old son for that, right? And it sucks, but
this is preparation. We want our kid, like we share long hugs, like. If they're out here in the living room, we're in the kitchen, we're just hugging.
And it builds for our life, after they're gone or out.
That's true.
Right.
Because if now you're replacing your children to be your saving grace in your marriage, when they're gone, you have a whole, like, very cold and quiet, lonely house. Who's going to fill this void? Your husband that was always supposed to be there.
Right. And a trip to south of France won't fix that.
If there's no intimacy.
Yeah.
So we make sure they see that. We make sure. So like, even if we eventually get to go on a vacation with just the two of us.
Friends?
I don't know. We're all inclusive type of people.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't knock it. Even if they see us like we're like mommy and daddy are going on vacation, it's because they know that mommy and daddy love each other so much that they want to keep loving each other and spending this time. So when I come back, I'm recharged to now be a mom. You're not recharged to come be a dad again. They don't need to take away from what you should already have. Okay, so tell me something. Do you think it's okay to ask for help from family or whoever?
Yes, it's okay to ask for help from family, right? And it also all depends on what you really want.
True.
Right. And also what you need, because at the end of the day, everybody also does have their life. We chose to be parents. Yeah. Right.
I like that you said that.
Right? We really chose to have that 24/7 responsibility and stewardship, and burden, good or bad, or whatever, about parenthood. Right. So we're number one. Asking for help. There's no shame in that, right? If you want the kids to develop, relationship with other people and all that, then, you would create that path.
Yeah.
Right? If you want just a small break and there's family that's able to help
and willing
and willing.
Yeah, because a lot of times we don't think they're willing,
right?
Because we don't ask.
Exactly, right? So you would reach out. So yes, it's definitely okay.
Yeah,
to ask for help, right?
Voice your concern.
Yeah, it's just don't abuse it
and don't expect it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing that we see and hear a lot is the kids grew up at grandma's house, right? And both parents are there, literally, or one of the parents are there, right? Like I grew up with my cousins or whatever. Like why? Like why? Yeah. Why do you have to drop off your kids like it's daycare every single time? Right?
This is kind of a bit of controversy, but like I watched a video. I think I was telling you about moms. It was more so it was moms, like on TikTok, social media. Just be mindful of what you intake and what you see, because there's moms out there that are saying like, I'm tired of being a mom. Like he needs something all the time, like crying. Like not just saying like I'm tired, like literally like pleading with the internet to now say like, what do? I don't want to be a mom anymore. Like I don't.
You continue.
You know what I'm saying? And like you chose that. Right. Maybe it's a situation where you didn't know that would take place, but don't vocalize that to the like, because you never know, your kids will see that later on down the line.
It stays.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be a mother. I could never look at my child and say I don't want to be a mom to this little girl, this little boy that I carried. I went through contractions, the pain, the sleepless nights, the stewardship. And now because I'm tired and I want to be free, I want to go with my friends or whatever the case may be, I don't want to be a mother anymore. There is times, yes, when it's overwhelming. Yeah. Like when you were away, my mom came to save the day. Yeah. Like she came and helped me. And it's not that I didn't know she was coming. I called her and like I was like, the kids are just not listening to me. I was more so venting. I'm not saying I'm mad and I'm angry that they're, but she came to save the day and she didn't have to. Because again, those are her grandkids. Those are not her children. She didn't birth them, right? These are not your kids. Stewardship is so like crucial especially in their young lives, so they don't falter and be these people that now resent you.
Right. That's kind of a worst nightmare or a bad nightmare for me. Is I get too busy with the vision of family, what I want, that I miss not even just the moments, but the current time that I have to be present. Part of building the empire is being present. That's true. And not actually doing the building empire work. Yeah. I have to blow the bubbles for them to have fun and everything. True. I have to get dirty, with them and say, yeah, it's okay. Like laundry days tomorrow. I have to build those memories. Those are sacrifices. Yeah.
It's not just sacrifices of just like leisure thing. It's sacrifice of your actual time. It's sacrifices of things that you want to do. And that's not to say you don't want them anymore. You just sacrifice. They're only, especially for us, our kids are only kids for like how long, right? And then when they get that cell phone and then now they don't want to talk to you anymore.
It's done.
So all these parents like complaining, it's young kids. You have to remember you were a child too. Like there was a time, like there was no one for your mom to run to over the social media spectrum because this didn't exist. Now everyone's validating.
Plus our parents were immigrants.
But that's what I'm saying. They just worked hard. You just work hard. Anything you do, you just got to work hard at it. You can't just think that this thing is going to just happen overnight. When people say like, oh, how do you prepare for this? It's just like marriage. You can't. You cannot. I don't care how many books there are. I don't care how many prenatal classes you go to. There is nothing that can prepare you for parenthood. There is nothing. Okay. You have a child. You now grow with this child. Yeah. You grow as this child grows.
And that's the beauty of it. Right.
Why do you want to plan that?
Life is constantly, it's a constant class. Yeah. That you have to learn.
And there's no child that is the same. Our kids are not the same. They're grown the same.
Twins are not even the same.
No. My mom always says 5 brothers, or 7 brothers, 7 different minds. That's how it goes. Doesn't matter what it is.
Cool. Let's talk about parenting styles and discipline. Gentle parenting versus strict parenting.
Parakeet.
Gentle parenting versus strict parenting.
I think we do a mix of both.
We do, yeah. Discipline without abuse.
Tomato.
Apple vinegar.
Apple vinegar, not apple cider.
No, apple vinegar. Is it apple vinegar? Red wine vinegar is what I meant.
Red wine.
Nice. There's consistency and parents also needing unity in the house, right? We are a mix of both gentle parenting and strict parenting.
And it's not beating your child like strict parenting. It's not that. There's discipline that needs to be like, you can't just let your kids do anything.
If I let Rhythm do anything, the ceiling will have cracks in it.
Mind you, I'm working on it. I'm praying about it. As a mother, we want to be gentle. It's just like being a wife. You know, we want to be the gentle, kind-hearted, reasoning type of parent, but it to a degree. But I'm actually working on it because I don't want to be so frustrated that that's what they see. Because I never want that. The side of me they know is just frustration.
Right now, same.
Right? But there's times when things need to be laid down.
Like, go to bed. It's 11:45. Why are you guys singing? And that was last night. But
I thought Lyric was sleeping.
No.
Okay, she fooled me.
Yeah, and it sucks. I don't always like doing it, right? Because again, it's not what I dreamed of. In my dream like my dream when I was younger, and my wish list, like I want my wife to be like this. I dreamt about having kids. Yeah. I did not dream about having kids with attitude and character.
Nope.
Right? Why is she telling me no now? No. Why are we finding her in the sink? Right?
Maybe we'll put a clip of evidence. I have the pictures.
Right? Like Rhythm's favorite area to play in is in the kitchen near the garbage. What, like,
it's just questions of why.
Why?
And they're kids and they're so exploratory. I don't know.
That's the answer.
Explorative?
Exploratory?
I used to read the dictionary when I was little. Yeah, I used to read it. And how come I don't know the words?
Exploratory.
That's not a word.
Explosive.
This is not good.
Right? But yeah, they're just exploratory.
There has to be a word. Explorative. Yeah.
They love to explore.
So much. We don't live in the biggest place.
No.
But there's every day is something new. Like, what do you mean you're in the sink? Sitting
with a candle on.
My God.
So that's where strict parenting has to come in.
You have to. You don't have to yell and scream and lose your voice.
No, I don't.
But you can firm.
Yes.
There needs to be some Jesus, my firm.
Firm.
Like it's not
firm.
Jesus, you're my soft foundation. Like it's firm.
Firm.
Meaning that it's strong, right? So you have to come at them with like.
My voice is not to scare them, it's to alert them.
Yeah, because it alerts me sometimes with jump.
Is all they need.
But it's needed, right? It's hard. I seen something, I always see it, and I don't know if it's a quote or something, but this girl posted, like, if you get upset with your kids, when you get them back to just like listening again, just look at their hands. And every time I look at my kids' hands, I'm like, they're so small.
Yeah.
They're so tiny.
Because Lyric is always holding my finger.
Yeah, it's so tiny. So it just I don't know what that does, but it just brings it back. They're not going to be this tiny forever. It doesn't excuse their behavior, no.
No, because they go back to fighting.
But it does keep you grounded a bit to be like, okay.
It's a good balance.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. Yeah. We also do need to. We've spoken about being united in parenting, right? Kids get confused when they see one parent discipline or correct, and then the other one rescue them.
Yeah, right? That's happened with us.
Yeah,
definitely. I've been the rescuer,
and I've been the rescuer as well.
Yeah, you have.
And
yeah, you definitely have.
Yeah, like in a way where I knew they shouldn't have done that thing, but then I tell you to to calm down or let it go. To either just keep the peace, but I know at that time, like, hey, I would have done the exact same thing that you done.
It's more so to keep the peace, but you also need them to see what is the word I'm looking for? The united front between both of us. Like, there's not always going to be a savior. Like, mommy and daddy are on the same page, and you actually do have to listen. Listen, I worked in childcare for 6 years ago, and there's ways that you do talk to kids, and there's ways that they need to see you be strict. And once they see it, they're like, oh, you're serious. Not like, oh my God, he's so scary or she's so scary. But they need to see, like, they need authority. Because if not, then they're just going to be wild. And there's a lot of children, I don't mean to say it, but there are a lot of children that are wild. I'm not saying their parents can't tame them, but there should be a basis of like discipline and strict guidelines that they need to follow. If not, they're just going to be wild childs, like in feral, just walking around, just doing
what? Like what?
Like, no, I'm saying they're going to be feral children, just walking around doing whatever they want.
Right.
You know, like they have tantrums. Yes, and it's the worst when kids want to have tantrums outside. Listen, one thing you're not going to do is embarrass me.
I'll grab you and carry.
And I feel so bad when I see other kids having tantrums, and I'm like, their parents don't want to, like, you know, not beat them or whatever. Not saying that in public, but they don't want to be stern because of who's watching. It's hard too when you're in public and you don't know who's watching.
Yeah, and you don't know who agrees with you.
Yeah, that too. And it's just like,
because lifting them up and saying stop is what every parent, everyone,
especially the dads, wanted.
Yeah, right. Like I remember there was one time, it was Lyric that was doing a tantrum in the store. And I told her, hey, get up, let's go. And I passed by her dad and we give each other the nod of affirmation because, yeah, like that's like we are present in our kids' life, right? But we also do need to be careful.
Yeah.
Because of the carrots and the crazies out there.
True. And the people who just assume like, oh, he's abusing. The child needs to know that there's, again, guidelines that we follow in and out of the house.
Yeah. And if you don't have kids,
shut your mouth.
Thank you. Right. Yes. So raising kids in today's culture as well.
Sorry, I hate it.
Social media influence is
awful.
Bad.
Because even with parenting, social media mothers now, like the influential mothers, now make you, even as a mom, feel like you're not doing enough or that you're doing too much or just so many things, which is why when shameless plug, me with Moms Collective
it's not shameless.
Like even with me with Moms Collective, I'm trying to like bring the basis back to like, this is how I believe that God wants parenting to be, and like be real with it. It's not all pretty and when they come home from the hospital they're in matching outfits and no, it's real life vomit and you get pooped on and your chair gets pooped on.
I am so glad that you're out of that. What's
beige mom?
Yeah, the beige mom phase.
I was a beige mom going into parenting. I thought like, ooh, aesthetic. No, everything's red. Everything's green. Kids need color.
Yes. Kids need color. The world needs color.
Because the world is so great. The world is so great. And that's what
this shirt off right now.
Everyone thinks that's how their lives should be. No, kids don't need aesthetically pleasing homes. They need light. They need color. They need noise.
They need crayon on the walls sometimes.
Our house is full of crayon. They just, my daughter just fell in love with drawing. Crayon literally can just rub off. I'm at that point where I'm like, oh, you're drawing? I'll rub it off later.
My snare skin. It has faces on it.
Listen,
right?
It's a thing where you have to now disassociate yourself from this internet world because that's not where you live.
Where everything has to be perfect.
It's everything is so perfect. You have the perfect Costco haul. You have the perfect grocery hauls. You have the perfect home. You have the perfect nursery. And when the Lord releases us to when we move, because it's still private, we'll show you before we leave this house. We'll show you how we had to function our home with children. No,
no one's showing that.
No one's showing that. Everyone's house is so pristine. You have the best things. Children, babies and children, all they need is a toy. That's all they care about. They don't care if their clothes are clean. They don't care. Like, I'm not saying give them dirty clothes, but they don't care if there's a stain on it. Like, there's times when we just do laundry and the kids just eat and it's just, and I'm just like, I just washed that. And I'm like, whatever, we'll wash it again. I've become such a mom of like, okay.
Like, literally.
Like, okay.
Anything, it can be fixed. It can get washed.
As long as they're safe, that's all I care about. That's all I care about.
Nothing is broken. Again, but nobody's sick. We're all alive. We're all in the house.
I want to keep my children
good
as children. The whole sexual like agenda that's out there now. Like, let these children be children.
The early exposure to sexuality.
It's so bad. It's so bad. And I'm gonna say something that's probably gonna upset people.
Upset them. Salango. Go.
But your child doesn't need to have any knowledge of the gay, lesbian, the LGBTQ, ABCD, EFG community, any of that stuff. They don't need to have any knowledge of it. Let these children be children. My goodness. We're so mindful of what we let our kids watch. Like, that's one thing I would say we're very much helicopter parents about.
Oh, yeah. Right?
We will not let our children watch certain things. All our children really know is Bible-based TV. If
Bible-based? Super Simple Songs.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys.
We love you guys. We love you guys.
What else?
Our daughter's now into Daniel Tiger, but the thing is,
low simulation.
So we want, like, the shows that we grew up with. If there is an episode of Halloween,
kata yango.
No. If there's an episode, if there's something, not even an episode, because we know what they watch, but if there's a channel that represents two mothers as a family, no. And I'm allowed to say this because I'm a mom. He's allowed to say this because he's a father. To children that are, their minds are still so fragile.
And plus, we know our kids, they learn really fast.
Like, they're literal sponges. They will soak everything and they repeat everything.
They know songs, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, and
you don't think they'll pick up anything they hear. This is why we're so, even if I'm scrolling on my phone, I'm so mindful. You never know what your next scroll is going to be.
Yeah.
But, like, you have to be so mindful. Even if I hear a curse word, I'm like, oh my God.
And that's why I'm always, hey, give me the phone. Give me your mom's phone. I always keep my phone in my pocket.
Yeah.
I create their YouTube accounts and all that, and
it's curated to child-like,
which brings us to protecting their innocence.
Yes.
Technology and all. Yeah, guys, I'm tracking them.
Yeah, we live in the age of technology. That's a given. There's tablets. Our son has a tablet. We are opposed to screen time. At first, I thought I was going to be, but you limit it and you be mindful. You have to be in control.
Yeah, like he has the Amazon tablet, right? So there are apps for parents that you control what is there, right? You block what you don't want them to see, and you just get notifications of what they're doing, everything. No matter where you are.
We filter everything,
right? So
if I'm not teaching my child, I'm not gonna let the world teach.
If parents don't discipline their children, the internet will
instantly,
and that's scary.
Instantly. And that, I'm so sad because that happens.
If parents don't discipline their children, the internet will. And that's the scariest thing.
Yeah, it is. And are we saying we don't agree with, don't like screen time? No. It's necessary at certain times.
And it benefits their education as well at a certain point.
Because, like, that's the school system that they have now, is like a lot of things are screens, right? So it's not like ixnay all the screens. No. It's be mindful of how much they consume, what they're consuming, and what is being fed, right?
Yeah. But yeah, technology is evolving. It's getting more useful and more dangerous as well.
Yeah.
Right. So should parents monitor phones and social media? Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, even in the teenage years, I believe so.
If on your page you're able to see so much, the memes, that the dark humor that is cringy sometimes, the open pornography that's just accessible right there. It makes no sense.
Not even just pornography, like searching a website. It's literally
like just pages and pictures that show up. Hackers.
Yeah.
Right?
It's so sad. It's
spam, phishing.
Yeah.
Right? You protect children as much as you can.
Protect their innocence for as long. Let them be children. Let them get into that why stage. It's very annoying, but it's humbling because you're like, this is a child. They just want to know. Just let them be children. We were children. We weren't exposed to all these things. There used to be something called primetime TV, when things weren't shown like they are now. Agendas weren't being pushed so hard on children. You have to see also, we're going to come with like kingdom mindset. You have to see where the devil is now pushing things on the innocent, because these are the ones that their minds are easily absorbed, so you have to be so careful. And this is why when I hear my kids singing songs from like my Sunday school time as a child, it just brings me warmth to my heart, because I'm like, this is, if they're singing that all day, if they're singing what a mighty God we serve, like this morning, that's all they were singing. I'm like, if that's all they're singing in the morning, Glory to God.
Yes.
Glory to God.
That's all I need. Right? I don't need them to sing the man I need. Just
Please.
Talk to me. I don't need them to do 6-7. I don't.
I'm so like TikTok waves. That's just me. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But I just want my kids to stay kids. Even the way they dress. If they're gonna get $4 or whatever shoes or clothes from Walmart, they're gonna mess it up anyway.
Literally. And they're gonna grow out of it.
Instantly in 3 months, because that's what's happening now. You know, I'm not gonna go to Foot Locker. All these I'm not gonna go get them new. I'm just me personally. If you want to get our kids those things, by all means. Personally, I'm not gonna do it because
we're number one. We're number one.
I don't even buy that stuff. I barely even buy like more expensive stuff for myself. Not that I don't want to, but it's just it's materialistic things. It is, right? You know, like if we want to, then we'll go. You know, like it's not saying we don't like the finer things, but it's also being mindful. You know, like we're trying to build something, you know, financially. So why am I gonna spend every 3 to 4 months I have to go to Nike? Every 3 to 4 months my son needs a Tech Fleece outfit. He doesn't. Give him race cars on his shirt. Mario, it's fine. Give him some color on his clothes. Please, my God. Let him wear let him wear the innocence. Let him just be a boy. A little boy. He's a little boy. He loves cars. Let him have cars all over his clothes. It's not wrong. He doesn't have to have logos. He doesn't. Oh my God. He's a child. Let my little girl just want pink stuff, rainbows. You know, she loves unicorns. She calls them corny conies. Corny conies. You know, like I just love that they're children, and even the way I do her hair, it's just so cute, you know, like little puffs, her little afro. This is just me being the mom that I didn't know I was going to be, but I'm glad I'm becoming her because I didn't know how to do it. To God be the glory. Like I see these children as he sees us, you know, like just some little flowers that need to be nurtured. And if you pour too much fertilizer on them, they're going to overgrow themselves, you know. No, let them be children. My God, today. Yeah, that was good. Really good. Right. So we were just talking about discipline and training our kids, making them just be children. Yeah. Right. That goes hand in hand with what the word says about training up a child in the way that he should go. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. When you're born, you don't start up here. You're a child first, and you gradually as a flower, and I just see them as flowers. I don't know why. Like when you plant a seed, it doesn't into sequoia. No, it literally buds. Yeah, it's like sorry if you're squeamish. It's like conception. You plant a seed, it grows. It doesn't become a baby as soon as you impregnate your wife. It doesn't. That's not how it works. That's why there's a 9-month process. With children, it may be an 18-year process. They start from literally, I don't want to say nothing, but they start from these little buds that need nurturing. You need to pour sunlight. You need to teach them. You know, they can't be taught by other things. They can't be taught by other people. You can't expect other people to teach your children. And you don't want that either. No. Because you don't know the education. It's true. Of the other person, or whatever isn't from you. What exactly. Our kids are in, we put our kids in daycare, but we know the teachers because we don't do public daycare. We do a private home care system, which we love, you know, and we get to interview the people that are, or the women that are caring for our children. So we know who we're leaving it's not easy to leave your kids. No, we're both working parents, so it's not always easy to like keep them home, but we know who's teaching our children. But again, we can't rely on them to now teach our kids. You know, it's still our job, you know, to teach them about the Lord. First and foremost, we have Bible study with the kids. When we're studying our word, we make sure the kids see us studying. They take my highlighters when I'm trying to study, you know, like we went from using 2 translations for studying to using 4. Yeah. Now we include the International Children's Bible. International Children, and then English Standard. Yeah. So but that's the thing, like just for their little minds to grasp, like this is who Jesus is, and just in a more formatted way for them. You have to teach your children. You have to, and you have to teach them how to pray. Right now, our children are still young, but our daughter started praying for us the other day, and she won't stop. And it's serious. It's not like a little joke or we don't know exactly what she's saying, but she always starts off with thank you, Lord. So she always gives thanks for, and it just makes me so happy. We don't leave the house without praying. They know that before we leave, we anoint them, we anoint their head.
And they pray before eating.
Yes.
They know that's one thing. Well, we won't allow them to eat.
Yeah, even their teacher tells us like they pray before they eat. I'm like, that's how we teach them. Not as like we just do a little grace. No, it's not grace. We literally give thanks for what we're about to impart on or intake. So like that's how we guide our children. The Bible says that children are a heritage from the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is the reward. In Psalm 27 verse 3. 127? What is it? 27? You'll put it on the screen. Thank you, Lord. Before they're ours, they're his. I think we have to remember that. And we're only earthly stewards here. And that's the thing. We're responsible for the children that he gave us.
He's interviewing us.
Listen, on the day of judgment, we're going there. Yeah. We have a lot to answer to God for if we don't do the things that he requires of us, Yeah. And one of the things are raising these children. They're the next generation. We have to remember also, like, as much as we don't want to say, we're getting old, we're not going to be here forever. They're not going to be the next generation on the rise. So if we're not teaching them, what is going to happen to this world? It's scary. Yeah. That's terrifying. Teach your children the ways of the Lord. Teach them, show them. Don't be afraid to speak life into your children. We make them say declarations. We don't call it affirmations because like the world's affirmations are so broad and it can just be like, I'm this. No, we make them declare this over themselves after morning. I even made up some songs for them to just know who they are in Christ, because that is who their identity is. Nothing else. The world will tell you that you have a different identity, but if they don't know who they are in Christ, if they don't know how to identify themselves in Christ, the world's identity will confuse them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's scary. This world is so scary.
Right? Like, I can't imagine how our kids would be if we weren't how we are, basically.
Honestly, I think about that. Like, what if we weren't like this?
What if we didn't know God? What if
Christ wasn't our center, our entire, what would they be doing? And you know how scary that is, because now,
or would they even be here?
That too. But even if they were still be here, imagine us, and again, argue with whoever you want to argue with. Imagine us celebrating Halloween. Do you know what that means in the realm of the spirit, in the dark realm? Like, when it's not innocent. And as much as we want to make excuses, even parents that claim to be followers of Christ, it's not innocent. There is so much more to it. And if we are to just
deep down, you know yourself.
Because that's why you argue about it. That's why you want to argue and say it's just candy. They just wanted to dress up. You can dress them up on April 29th. Why does it have to be October 31st? Kids like to play dress up. Like, that's how they are. That's what they are. Lyric wanted to dress up with my clothes the other day. They like to do that. But why do you have to wait till the day that is signified as death and not glory to do so? If that's how we were, it makes me so sad, because like, what would our children be? We know how blessed these children are because of the way we brought them up, And it's not just because, we said we're going to christen our babies. That has nothing to do with it, because if you don't have any follow-up, if your life doesn't even follow up to that as a parent,
you baptize the children.
Okay. And what is the fruit now? Sorry, y'all. It's a long episode. Train up a child in the way he should go.
Don't provoke, or else you would be in danger. Ephesians 6:4 says, do not provoke your children to anger.
Don't do it.
Right?
I don't know if this, I'm not going to say, I'm just saying, I don't know how much we can expound on it now as children, but even as like adult children, teenage children, even like 9, 10, like when they're really like understand, you have to be so careful as a parent how you carry yourself around your child, and how you navigate yourself as a parent as to your child, that they are just like, I don't want to be around you anymore.
Right, correct. Parents can easily we can get into that mode of, I took care of you, right?
Yeah.
So it's my turn now.
Yeah.
Right? While the kids are still looking, or forever looking up to you. You don't ever want your kids to not look up to you anymore.
And that's the thing, like, a lot of adult children are dealing with this with their parents, because yes, we're like, they're always going to be our parents no matter what. but you also as a parent can't expect the same thing now. Like, just don't
personal freedom's gone.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we spoke about your children watch your lifestyle more than your words. It matters. You can always show them. Yeah, we touched on all that.
Yeah.
Okay, say the strong statement.
A child raised under prayer, peace, discipline, and love has an advantage money can never buy.
That's strong, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter how much money you have, and even without kids, you may experience that money doesn't buy happiness.
There's a peace that comes from the love of God that, again, money can't buy that. So include your children in your prayer. Pray over them at night. You may be tired. It happens to us sometimes. Like, we're not trying to be like, oh, we're like the perfect parents. No, we have our shortcomings, like there's times when we're tired, but make it a duty, even if it's once a week, where you go into deep prayer, where you pray over their cribs, you pray over their bed, you anoint their bed, because again, there's a lot of stuff out there that people don't want to talk about. They're facing a world that people don't want to even talk about, but you're now building these children up for the future, right? And the next day is their future.
If you don't declare a blessing, if you don't speak into their futures, who will?
Exactly.
Right? Even throughout in the middle of the day, you can speak to God. Like, thank you for my children. Right? If you're going through something, pray that my children will never go through this. Right? Like, when you think that you're praying for yourself, whatever, you're praying for your kids. You cover them when
don't
when
leave
you,
them out.
You cover them when you see something on the news.
Yes,
because it's
and you pray for other parents too.
Right.
Pray for other parents, because
it's a community.
It is. You don't want to leave parents, even if they don't know you. You don't want to leave them empty. You don't want to leave them abandoned. Bring them in your prayer life. If you know somebody that maybe is struggling with their children or whatever it may be, pray for them, because you never know what someone's dealing with. But continue to pray over your children. It's so important. Don't ever leave them out of prayer, because they're the next generation and they need covering. They need to be covered. Let the Holy Spirit guide them. We always pray that the Holy Spirit will go before them, guide them, teach them into all truth, as the word says, and just be their comfort and be their peace. Because even at night, you're wondering why your kids are like screaming and scared to sleep and stuff. There's torment, it doesn't matter how Christian or how holy you think you are. There's things that want to torment your children, so you cover them at night. Even if you're tired, like last night, you and I, we just put them to bed, but we stayed in our room and we held hands and we prayed. We just pray over them. Distance, it doesn't matter if you're hanging over their bed, if you're speaking directly over their beds. The prayer that God doesn't see, oh, they're not in the same room, I can't bless this prayer. No, the prayer goes out as long as the words go out, right? So just remember that. Keep your children covered.
Right. Final closing line as we wrap this up. This was a great long episode. I like it. Parenthood isn't just raising children. It's raising future adults, future leaders, future husbands, future wives, and future believers. Right? That's it for this episode.
Yeah.
Right? We have to go pick up the kids.
We do.
Right.
Thank you guys so much for always supporting and watching. This has been a great conversation and
great episode as well.
Yeah. Great episode. And we're just excited for what is about to come and what you guys will experience soon and very soon. I'm Shannon.
And it's your boy Gabe.
And this is the K Kingdom Podcast.
We'll see y'all next time.